and I'm just going to join my hotspot over here. I'm in my car. This is also my office for this founders chat. I'm in my vehicle. I just swam. I've been swimming for exercise like 2-3 times a week. And had to slide it in. I just had to slide that swim in. So I have wet hair because I just came out of the shower. But I had a very nice swim. I hope you guys also were able to choose self-care today or this week, whatever that looks like for you. I think that vintage jewelry can be self-care, but sometimes it's not self-care, especially when you're a seller and you're like, I just need to step away from the addiction and do something else. So welcome in, guys. I'm so glad that we have tons of viewers. I'm really excited about today's founders chat. Learning is a constant in life, and I'm so grateful that we have some amazing members in our community that have taught me how to better use this platform so that I can share that information with you. So we're going to review how, as a seller, hi Natalie, hi Cherie, hi Debbie, I see some names, hi Cassie, let me know that you guys are here. Let's chat so we can bump this up to district feed. So I want you guys as sellers to feel like this is easy breezy for me. I don't want you to feel like, I gotta prepare for this live sale. And I know that that has been somewhat the reality because we have had to adjust to preloading. The auctions are great. The invoicing, we don't have to do it. The shipping, it's great. But the preloading can be kind of tricky. So what I'm going to discuss with you guys is how to actually skip the preloading. How to make it super easy for yourselves. You may have figured this out, or you may have seen a seller do this and been like, what are they doing? So I do hope that this supports you. I'm going to keep this as a replay to help others who onboard with our community so that they know, okay, this is as easy as it can be for you. And then also on Monday, guys, if you haven't signed up for the free webinar, my Siri on my laptop thinks I'm talking to her. No, I'm not talking to you. On Monday, the webinar, I will also go over this as well. So hi, Natalie. Okay, yes, Cassie, if you're driving, then don't chat. Please don't chat. So let's kick this off. I'm going to first just share myself out really fast so that the rest of the community can join us. I'm hotspotting my laptop over here. Hotspotting was the best invention in my generation. Like, the internet's great, but being able to hotspot from your phone to a laptop and be wherever without Wi-Fi, amazing, life-changing. So hold on one sec, guys. Okay. Founders chat happening now. Join the live. Okay. Boom. Okay, just sent it. Okay, so let's talk about our live sale weekend. So this is what we do with our founders chat. I try to go over the most updated. Sometimes we have sellers slide in last minute, but the most updated live seller schedule. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You guys can expect live sellers here on VintageJewelryAddicts.com selling vintage jewelry and accessories. We also allow belts, bags, scarves. What else is like an accessory? Somebody help me. I always blank in the moment. But basically, fairly size-free accessories, no shoes, no clothing ever. Vintage jewelry preferred, but modern, fine jewelry, upcycled, handmade jewelry, also welcome. I discourage fast fashion. I discourage MLM, which is multi-level marketing jewelry. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights, we have our live sales. They are pre-scheduled so that we as a community can best support our sellers. We will be introducing, probably closer to August, a free-for-all day where you can just log on and go live. And basically that means that you can just decide that day, I'm going to go live, but you might be competing with other sellers. So we are walking before we run here. And we hope that encourages you and also helps our buyers to know better when to tune into their favorite live sellers, when to make time to be on that live, when to check their pre-scheduled lives for pre-bids if that seller has chosen to pre-list their items. Okay. Purse. Yeah. I say bag. I mean, I guess bag is almost like a tote bag is like, but yeah, purse, clutches, wristlets, wallets, all of that bag. So let's talk about our schedule. And she is in the chat, guys. So Sharia French Rose Vintage in the chat. Please say hello. Go follow her. You guys can follow our sellers so that you know when they're live. She will be kicking us off tonight around 6 o'clock. I encourage our sellers to go live typically about 10 minutes before they're scheduled to start. So 5:50. She will probably go live. Let me actually bring up my calendar just to see when you scheduled, Cherie. Great. I just had the calendar up. Where is it? There it is. Yeah. Okay. She's scheduled for 6:10. So she'll probably get started around 6 o'clock. She's going to be our first live seller. Everything is in EST, guys. And Cherie comes to us from our Facebook community. She is a longtime live seller and eBay seller and always has some incredible things. Cherie, I received my necklace. I wanted to shout you out, but I went to the pool. I forgot about the necklace, blah, 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 blah. But I love the necklace. It is beautiful. So Cherie will be kicking us off tonight at 6 o'clock. All right. So we encourage our live sellers to sell for about 90, sometimes it's 100 minutes, and then to raid the next seller. But tonight we have a gap, and our next seller will be kicking us off at around 9 o'clock. She's a new seller to our community, but she is not a new seller. Her name is Amanda, and her platform is called Candyland Curiosities, which is great. Reminds me of the game Candyland. We've all played that game. And Amanda, she is a Whatnot Live seller, and I believe she sells on a few other district communities. And she comes referred to us from Kristen Keenley, who I will quickly announce is our #1 seller currently in the community. She's been rocking out. And so Amanda jumped right in, and she's taken our 9 o'clock live sales spot tonight. I encourage the final live seller of the weekend to just keep on going if they want, so they can sell into the night. So just keep that in mind, sellers, when you guys are booking, so that you can just keep selling. Cherie, I'll talk to you. I'll message you. If you want to keep selling longer than your time slot, you are more than welcome to. I like the 90-minute time slots because I think it's just enough time for people to come in and out. Because sometimes people, they don't even see that there's a notification on their phone for an hour, because not all of us live by our phones. But Cherie, if you're like 90 minutes is enough, I'll step away. That's really fine. But if you want to keep going, you can sell as long as you want. But once 9 o'clock comes around, Candyland will be going live, and you can raid her live. So we really encourage raiding in our community on the weekend to, again, create support, create connection, and not have 20 live sales going on at the same time, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but that's not really what I'm trying to create. So tomorrow night, and I see some comments, I will get to them shortly. I am so excited. I will be hosting our 6 o'clock time slot, and I will be selling pieces consigned to me by Odelia Valles Barton, who is a longtime jewelry seller. I think she's an expert. She doesn't call herself an expert, but she has incredible inventory. And so she sends great pieces to me that I consign, that I sell. I don't have to go search for them, and we give you guys incredible deals. So I will be kicking us off at 6 o'clock tomorrow, and then at 7:40, so she'll probably go live around 7:30. She has been tiptoeing into our community. I'm so proud of her. Catherine, I believe it's Del Porco or De Porco, I forget her last name. She's a longtime collector, guys. I mean, she's got the Whiting and Davis. She's got the sign. She has morning jewelry. She has Edwardian mesh handbags, the ones that go on your wrist and are super tiny and beautiful. She's going to be selling live with us for the first time. And I love supporting new sellers who have not hosted live before, because you guys showing up, it shows them that they matter. It shows them that they have something that you want, and it encourages them to overcome any hurdles, which there can be hurdles with learning this technology, but I promise once you learn it, it's okay. After Catherine, we have Jamie of Flippin' Vintiques. I don't know if she's in the chat. I haven't looked yet. She'll be at 9 o'clock. She'll be selling into the wee hours of the night if she wants. So Jamie, as a heads up, guys, Jamie has come on board to help me to manage this community. I do many things like all of us. And, there is absolutely a ceiling when you're managing things on your own. And so Jamie's going to be supporting us with adminning, with modding, with being on your live sales, with sharing out your live sales, just doing the things to make sure that we have a well-oiled machine. And if I go on vacation or I have something going on or I just want a break, we have someone who is stepping in. So I'm really excited about that. So you'll see that she'll be making more announcements. She's going to be approving applications, trying to onboard sellers. I will still be very much involved, but she is going to make sure that we don't have anything fall through the cracks, which I'm so excited about. Welcome, Jamie. Okay, Sunday night, and then I will get to our comments. We have Melody Jones kicking us off. She will be our first seller of the day. Melody, she actually just moved, just some background. She will share more information with you. I don't want to share her personal information, but Melody is a fan favorite. So I'm so excited that she's back. She took a quick break. So she will be kicking us off on Sunday night, followed by Debbie of Gypsy Warrior, another fan favorite. And I have to look at Debbie's ranking. I think Debbie might be a top 3 seller. I can actually see on the leaderboard. You guys can see too. There's a leaderboard function or like tab on district, so you can see who's like top seller or top buyer. And I think Debbie might be a top 3. So she will be at that 7:30 time slot. And then we have Kristen of Keenly Kristen. Kristen comes to us out of the Philadelphia area, and she is a self-proclaimed addict. She says, if we want it, she has it, which cracks me up. She's so passionate. She's so funny. Her prices are amazing. Her shipping is amazing. And she will be our last live seller on Sunday night. I also want to give our sellers a shout out from Wednesday morning. We had Amy of Sal's Jersey Mama, who was our second. We had Kristen of Keenly Kristen, and then Jamie of Flippin' Vintiques on Wednesday morning. It was a great experiment. I think Wednesday nights might be better for people's availability and schedules. I'm all about experimenting. So next week's sellers, I will reach out to you guys for Wednesday, see if you would prefer a late afternoon or early evening slot, just to see how that goes in comparison, because we definitely want our sellers to feel like when they sign up for a live sale, that there's going to be an audience that can tune in for them. So that's our schedule, guys. So basically, we're almost sold out for the weekend, which is incredible. We have one spot open tonight if anyone wanted to jump in and grab it. But we have 9 sellers on deck, myself included. So excited to be back, and so excited to see this platform grow. So let me see we have 25 live viewers. This is incredible. Is this because I'm in the car? Do you guys like the car? Hi guys, good morning. Yes. If you guys haven't commented, let me know in the comments that you're here, so that I know that you're here. Feel free to introduce yourself. Okay, what is most important about this Founders Chat is how, as a seller, or if you're a buyer and you want to become a seller, how you can easily host a live sale without the, laborious uploading. So pros about uploading beforehand. We have something here in District called pre-bidding. If you take the time to take a photo, to write details, to put a specific, starting bid price on an item with a photo in your live stream that's pre-scheduled, and we promote it or you promote it, you might get pre-bids. Those pre-bids are great because those are people that might not be able to join. They might think, oh, I might miss that item. Let me just pre-bid. And then you're still guaranteed to get the sale. So basically a pre-bid equals automatic sale. I think that's great. But I also realize that many of us are mothers. We're caretakers for our mothers and fathers. That's a big one right now, because inflation and cost of retirement homes and seniors senior support homes. I mean, it's unbelievable. So mother, daughter, or son supporting parents. We also have full-time jobs or part-time jobs, or we might be struggling ourselves with our health. Like, there's a lot going on. So I do support what I'm about to share with you, but I wanted to just kind of give you guys the pro of taking the time to pre-upload. So when you guys go to create your live sale and to pre-upload, what you can do is you can use a generic photo. You guys can decide what that generic photo is. I think your logo is a good idea, or my goodness, maybe a flower, like something that's just like generic. Okay. You upload that photo and you put in the title the item that you are selling. It could be ring, it could be bracelet, it could be necklace, it could be purse, whatever. And I suggest putting, ring and then dash as seen in live sale. This is because you're going to show that item in the live sale. You're not going to pre-upload the photo. So let's just say an example, ring as seen in live sale. You put a photo of a flower or maybe a ring, like a generic ring, right? And then you put that starting bid price. And then you choose variant. So with the variant choice, you can decide how many rings at that starting bid price you want to pre-upload. So if I have 10 rings that I'm going to offer at a starting bid of $5, which is far too low, $10, okay? We're going to talk about pricing and, we can always talk about pricing, but we do not have to start our bids so low that we don't make money. So $10, okay? Let's say $10. And then I have 10 rings, so I put 10 in the variant. And then I hit publish. What is going to happen is you're going to publish automatically 10 live sale auctions at a starting bid of $10 with the subject line or with the title ring as seen in live sale and that generic photo. During the live, you bring the item to stage and you can edit. And this is what I can't show you at this very moment, but I suggest that you guys play around with it. You can edit live, and let's just pretend that this is a ring. You can take a photo of the ring, and then you can start the auction in the live. And that photo of the ring will upload to that listing so that you have the photo, so that you as the seller, if someone bids on that ring, you know which one you sold. So you can do this for the category of items that you are selling. You might even be able to, I think, yes, you can definitely edit the price of the starting bid live as well. So let's say you do all those rings at $10 and then you're live and you're like, holy moly, I forgot that I had a sapphire ring from the 30s. My goodness, I can't starting bid of $10. Then you can increase that starting bid to like, 85, whatever, live, take the photo, and then hit auction. And so what this empowers you guys to do is to, I don't know how you guys source, but I know a lot of us do buy wholesale. You can buy wholesale. You can count up the items that you want to show in the live sale, and then you can probably within 15 minutes, maybe less, just preload the amount of rings, of bracelets, of necklaces, of belts, of bags, whatever, into that live sale. And then during the live sale is when you're actually taking the photos. Now, the con, again, is that preloading with the information, you're going to get pre-bids. The other con is that after the live sale, if you want to convert those items to buy it now, you're probably going to want to remove that generic photo, and you might even want to add some more photos. So it depends on what you want to convert to buy it now. I know personally that I don't convert everything to buy it now because it might not even be worth it to convert it to buy it now. So I do suggest as a seller maybe to pick and choose. But just as an FYI, when you guys convert your auctions to buy it now, you can always increase the price. So if your starting auction is $10, you can double it to 20 because they didn't grab it on the live, So the second word in live sale is sale. So it's good to bring down your prices, or at least to that lower starting auction, so people can get a deal. But as the buy it now, it can be higher. And when you convert after the live sale, you can change the price. So unfortunately, because I can only go live on my phone, I couldn't show you guys how to do it. I can't share my screen with the phone or with District, unfortunately. But what I can do is in the seller chat, if you're a seller, I'm going to put screenshots that were actually given to me by Jamie of Flippin' Boutiques, because she does this, so you can visually see what I'm talking about. As a reminder, you can always go live with the subject line test. Just put TEST. No one will see your live unless you want me to see it. I can actually go in and see it, but no one else will see it. They won't get notified. You can have your own little private room and you can experiment. So I hope that this makes you excited versus like, I have to do this. But again, pros and cons. It depends on how you want to be a seller with us, how you want to strategize your inventory. But if you want to feel like, okay, this is not a drain, I suggest using the variant function. Oh, Shayna and Edwina are tuning in. Hi, guys. Yeah, Cherie. Okay, that's great. That's a great suggestion. I did screenshot. Okay, great. Join, fantastic, awesome. I know, so different seeing me in a car. This is my 2011, it's almost vintage, RAV4. I have 117,954 miles, and I will drive this thing until the wheels fall off because I am thrifty. I am so thrifty. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. We are hosting a webinar on Monday night at 7 p.m. It is free. It is on StreamYard, which is kind of like Zoom. I can share my screen with that technology. So if you haven't signed up yet, I will re-announce with that sign up link. But if you sign up, you'll get the replay. And I'm going to show you guys a lot of things behind the scenes for buyers and for sellers. And I'm hoping that it just gives you like a 360 tour of the technology so that you're like, oh, I could be doing this. I should be doing that. It's also hopefully for our sellers going to, what's the word? I always try to like use a very large word on these talks and I can't remember. Anyway, it's going to clarify what you can do with the Vintage Jewelry Addicts Facebook group, which is 15,000 members. And we are also hosting this webinar to help move more from the Vintage Jewelry Addicts Facebook group to our live sales with vintagejewelryaddicts.com. As of August 1st, you will only be able to host a live sale with vintagejewelryaddicts.com. I was previously working with another software. I've decided to shut that down and just focus with vintagejewelryaddicts.com. It is much easier for the long run with supporting sellers, with supporting buyers. Like the whole process is much easier, as well as the fact that we do have that support of the platform with the buyer seller protection, with insurance, with just great bells and whistles, so that as a buyer, as a seller, you feel like, okay, this is safe for me to purchase from. Thank you. I will. I know it's early for you in LA or Las Vegas, LV, not Las Vegas or not LA. Amazing. What devices do you recommend to use? So unfortunately, we're still not available for Android yet. I haven't bothered them. I'm sure they're being bothered constantly about Android. But iPhone or iPad. So my suggestion is, if you want to sell with us and you have an Android device, maybe you have a friend or a partner or someone who can give you their device to actually go live, you would just list on desktop. So you would just use your laptop, and that can be any device. That can be, like Chromebook, MacBook, whatever. You list on desktop, and you can do that with the variants as well. and then you actually go live with the Apple device. You would probably want the Apple device to play around with like at least a day early, or try it, a day early. You can't go live from desktop. They just don't have that functionality yet. I'm sure it's coming because I've seen it on other platforms. So it's not like the technology isn't available. It's most likely a budgeting issue. Making another app for Android, from what I've heard, is $1 gazillion. So, okay. Thank you guys. This is great. 2 people watching and 1 reading comments. Great. Okay. You know what? I haven't formally announced this, but you can request me to add someone as a moderator. And as a moderator, they're able to do things in your live sale. The thing is, with my hire of someone else for the community, there's always going to be someone who's kind of like coming in and out of the live sales, just to make sure that there's no, as I like to say, riffraff, which there hasn't been yet, thank goodness, but you never know. So, Lily, if you would want a moderator, you can do that. And what the moderator can do is basically, I don't know, I guess, remind you that there's a question. I mean, it's not like they're going to be with you, but maybe if there's someone physically with you in the room, then they can look at questions. We haven't seen like a live sale that's like a ton of questions where you're like missing stuff. But I'm sure with some of our more popular sellers, as they grow, like the questions and comments will be very, very fast. Thanks, Sheree. Amazing. What was I going to say? What I will suggest, and I think I even messaged this to Sheree, I like a minute or a 2-minute auction. And what I do is I turn on the auction so it's running, and then I talk about the piece. I've seen some people, and I did this at the beginning, I would talk about the piece, and then I'd hit the auction, and it was just like, it just felt like dead air. So it's nice just so that you can show more items and you feel like you're in a rhythm of like productivity. I suggest 1 minute or 2-minute auctions. Some people even do 30 seconds, which is really fast, but 1 or 2 minute, and then show as that auction is running down, and you can always turn it back on. So if someone's like, oh, I missed it, you can bring them back to stage and you can restart auction. Cool. Yes, I'll start the auction and then talk. Right. Amazing. This is great. So I'm excited about Sunday night. I will be the one hosting again. Can't promise it's going to be an hour. I'm hoping it'll be 90 minutes at the most. There will be time for questions so that you can ask questions. I can show you guys things. You'll get the recording. So if you sign up, you know, if you can't be there live, it's okay. But then you can get that recording. We'll be doing this webinar probably once every 2 months so I can re-promote it to new members, new sellers. Again, for our Wednesday morning sellers, I'm so grateful that we did our experiment, but I'm thinking we're going to move to Wednesday night for next week. So if I haven't reached out to you, and I'm not sure who signed up for next week, Amy did, Sheree did. Yeah, so Amy and Sheree, I'm going to reach out to you. We might try to move your live sales Wednesday the 10th to the evening or late afternoon. It just depends on your availability, just to see how viewership does. I think we're also used to the weekend, that like, you know, this like midweek change is like, oh my gosh. But I know with time, people will get used to it. So consistency, right? Consistency matters. So Polly, look for my, oh, I love YouTube. Look for my announcement. I will also put it in the general chat so that you can sign up there. So just look in the general chat. I do an @channel so that most people should get notified. I don't think everyone gets notified because you might turn off the notifications. I get it. And then with the Vintage Jewelry Addicts Facebook group, that's another great way to be involved because you'll get updates there as well. And if you are a seller, it is just another amazing marketing channel for you guys to promote your district links, to promote your live sales. Yeah, and just to, you know, understand that we are building from that Facebook group. So the Facebook group is more of our lead magnet. and bringing people into the folds of VintageJewelryAddicts.com. Marketing language. Lead magnet. I'm magnetizing addicts to VintageJewelryAddicts.com. Okay, guys, I'm gonna jet. This was great. I'm so glad we had so many live viewers. I hope that there was some great information. I will keep this for our future sellers. Have a wonderful July 5th. We will see our sellers tonight. Reminder, 6 o'clock, Sharia French Rose Vintage will kick us off, followed by, I already forget, which is hilarious. Yes, followed by Candyland Curiosities. That's Amanda, brand new live seller at 9. Cherie might be selling past her 90 minutes because we don't have anyone in between. That's totally fine. And we hope to see you tonight. Okay? All right. Have a great day. Bye, guys. I can't end my live. I'm not supposed to get off.